Alright, let's get this out of the way. Cinematic is one of the most grossly overused terms to describe photography. I feel a little cringe even just saying it. What does cinematic photography even mean? Well, for me, it just means that your image or photograph looks like it could be a scene or a still from a movie. Now, this is not a new concept. Cindy Sherman started her Untitled Film Still series way back in the 1970s. Now, I'm not really going to talk about subject matter as far as cinematic photography is concerned. There's all kinds of movies with all kinds of subjects. I'm really just talking about that cinematic look. There are two simple things that can give your photography that movie look. The first thing is the aspect ratio. Nothing says movie or cinematic like a nice big wide panoramic image. And one of the best ways to get that panoramic aspect ratio is a true panoramic camera like the Hasselblad X-Pan. It's also one of the best ways to go broke. X-Pans cost thousands of dollars. The Widelux panoramic camera, which sounds like it might be making a comeback, is also way up there in price. Horizon cameras are a little bit cheaper, but they're still hundreds of dollars. The Lomography Sprocket Rocket is under $100, but its plastic lens keeps things pretty low-fi. You can fake the whole panoramic look with a camera like the Ansco Pix Panorama. This one just uses a mask to crop your image to look like a panoramic aspect ratio. You can find these under $10, but just like the Sprocket Rocket, the Pix Panorama has a plastic lens, which again is pretty low-fi. If you want a film camera with a pano crop that's a step up in quality, there are several point-and-shoots that offer this. Some of these are pretty pricey, like this Olympus Stylus Epic. Some are less expensive, like this Pentax IQ Zoom 90 MC. But the camera that's really scratched my panoramic itch lately is an autofocus SLR with interchangeable lenses, and they're available for $20 to $30 or so on eBay. The Minolta Maxxum 450 SI. This uses a panoramic mask to crop like that Pix Panorama, but unlike the Pix Panorama, this one takes that awesome Minolta autofocus glass. I got mine for free with a couple zoom lenses from friend of the channel Angus McNaughton, and I'm loving it. You can switch back and forth between regular shots and panoramic, and the coolest part is the viewfinder will crop your view when you use the mask, so you can get a good idea of your final image. Looking through that viewfinder with that pano crop really does help you see the world and compose your shots differently. So the first thing to get that cinematic look is that panoramic aspect ratio. The second thing is the medium. Now, since I mainly shoot film more than digital, and we've been talking about film cameras today, when I say medium, I really mean what kind of film you're using. If you want to get that cinematic movie look in your photography and you're shooting film, why not shoot movie film? There's a ton of choices of movie film available in 35mm. Color film like Cinesto 800T and 50D, reflex film, Koji 125T from Atlanta Film Co. But my favorite movie film is black and white, Eastman XX or 5222. It's available from a lot of different places. For the Minolta 450 SI, I like to use Cinesto's version, which they call BWXX, because it's DX coded and you can't set the ISO manually on that Minolta. Alright, now I'm going to share some images I've taken recently with that Maxxum 450 SI and XX film to get that cinematic movie look. Stick around after the images and I'll share with you one more bonus camera that'll give you that cinematic look without costing you an arm and a leg. So I've got another autofocus SLR with interchangeable lenses that lets me choose that panoramic mask or crop, and that is the Canon EOS KISS camera from Japan. I got mine on eBay last summer for $30.60. What I really like about this camera is that it takes all my Canon EF lenses and it lets me set the ISO. The only thing I don't like is it doesn't fully mask or crop the view in the viewfinder like the Minolta. If you want to check out what color movie film looks like, click on the playlist popping up now. Until next time, do some good, have some fun, and shoot some film!